Is a bad medical result medical malpractice? Hi, I'm Darrell Castle. I'm an attorney licensed to practice law in the state of Tennessee. And the answer to that question is no, probably not in most cases. If you do have a legitimate case of medical malpractice, it probably is a bad result. But in general, just getting a bad result is not evidence of medical malpractice. For example, if a doctor comes in and tells you about one of your loved ones who has a brain tumor, let's say, and the doctor says, I can operate and remove that tumor and save this person's life, or at least give him a few more years of quality of life. And you say, okay, go ahead, and the doctor does his surgery and he is not successful, and your loved one dies anyway. These kinds of things happen, and that is not medical malpractice. It is simply an unexpected or bad result, or less than hoped for result. But medical malpractice, medical negligence, is just that. It is negligence. It is medical behavior, procedure that falls below the accepted standard of care in your local area. In other words, what the doctor did, or the hospital, the medical provider, what it did was so far below the standard of care that no reasonable doctor would have done it that way. Or said differently, any reasonable doctor would have done it differently. For example, a person goes into his doctor's office or into an emergency room, and he's got the classic symptoms of a heart attack: crushing chest pain, pain radiating down his arm, numbness in his arms, and the doctor says, why don't you just go home and take 2 aspirin and call me in the morning, it's probably just indigestion. You know, that kind of thing. And the person goes home and dies of a heart attack. That is the classic case of medical negligence or medical malpractice. It is so egregious that no reasonable doctor would have looked at that person and not done some simple cardiac tests that would have saved his life. He would not be dead if that doctor had taken the most reasonable standard of care. That is the definition of medical negligence: conduct that falls below the standard of care. That is so unreasonable, no reasonable doctor would do it, folks. I hope that helps. Hello, I'm Darrell Castle. I'm an attorney licensed to practice law in the state of Tennessee, and if you or someone you love has been a victim of medical negligence, of medical care that falls below the standard, I'd love to talk with you about that, folks. Call me for a free appointment or contact me at the Get in Touch form on this page.